Hey, Jen Marsh here. I just want to share with you yet another little thing about being in business, right? So, as a designer, you're not only working, creating spaces, and doing all that thing. You're also a business owner. And what I want to share with you are, I'd say probably my biggest mistake, but then also the lessons that I've learned. My biggest mistake comes from, oh gosh, right as the recession hit, 2008. We saw this coming. We had a little gallery in the historic district, and it was all fine craft. It was my love. It was my dream to have one of these places of my own to help other artists sell their work. And I'd say about midsummer, I saw a major slowdown in sales in the gallery, and then also with our wholesale pottery business as well. And I saw probably about 10 to 15% of our galleries we were selling to closing. And then on Canal Street, I'd say by September 2008, I saw 3 shops close on Canal Street that had been open longer than mine. And I got worried. I saw my sales plummeting. I had debt from purchasing for the fall season for Christmas. And my husband and a close friend came to me and they said, we got to let this go. And I'm like, oh God, I got to make it through the holiday season. I just can't do it. And I hung in there, and it was probably one of the worst mistakes I could have ever made. I should have looked at what was happening in the housing industry and other industries around me that really feed people and give them the extra spending money. But I was just so busy with everything and so hopeful, and I did not know when to quit. And we ended up closing the gallery right after Christmas. It wasn't even the New Year yet. We just shut it down, closed the doors. I sold everything off in a couple of weeks. We moved the rest of the things into our home studio and ran it out of the house for a little while until we got rid of everything. But that was my biggest mistake, hanging on too long and not knowing when to give it up. I mean, the cards were on the table for months, and without restructuring or having a better plan and knowing when to cut my losses, without that plan, it hurt us deeply. We were in debt. It took several years to dig out of that debt, but that was probably my biggest mistake, was hanging on too long. But the lessons that I learned from that are that you really need to build on your skills. You need to be learning all the time, and I wasn't. I was stuck. I wasn't moving left, right, up, or down. I was just stuck in one place. And the other piece is, education is your biggest investment. I totally should have worked harder on trying to learn more about the economy, how things were going, and I would have been better able to read what was happening. And then also with the business, setting that budget piece. I really didn't know enough. I had not studied well enough, and I was just kind of winging it by the seat of my pants. My biggest lesson is having the ability to pivot, to stop where you are and turn in a different direction. Having that ability to continue to be teachable, to continue to learn. And so from then on, all I did was just take classes, get another degree. I take online classes continuously. I make myself learn new skills online. Right now, my obsession is SEO, search engine optimization. And I'm doing that because I just need to know more about everything. You can't stop learning. And at the same time, when you are learning, you get a new piece of information that you can then stop and pivot into a different direction, and maybe that will grow you in a better, more incredible way, right? So that's my mission now, is sharing my total downfalls and then also sharing with you what the lessons are. Remain teachable, stay focused, and maintain the ability to pivot, to turn your attention in a different direction. I can tell you, man, if I'd had that ability in 2008, we would have been a lot better off. We wouldn't have spent 3 years digging out of debt and at the same trying to build a new business. So, you know, I hope this helps you. And don't forget, at this point, the early registration for Creatively Succeed by Design is just about up. And but stay on the list. Still gonna put out great content, and don't forget to sign up for the blog. And we'll see you soon.